Hello, wonderful people. You are welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Summerson Clothing, and today we are going to learn how to cut men's trousers or pants. Now, this is the measurement that we're using. Our mixed measurement of 30 inches, our trouser length of 37 inches, our knee circumference of 15 inches, and that is the base of our trouser of 12.5 inches. So now let us get into the markings of our trousers. To first draw, I'm going to draw. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw these two lines to serve as a guide for me. That is this line and this. So now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to mark my trouser length, which is 37. Please, this is how I'm going to place the tape measure, just like this. So the 1 inch will go up here and I stop from here. Then I mark my 37. After the 37, I'm going to add 2 inches to it. That is for the folding of the hem. I'm going to do same here. The reason why I mark them twice is that I just want to get the measurement in a straight line. So I'm going to mark these two lines. After marking my trouser length, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the middle of my pan. That is going to be where I'm going to measure my knee circumference. So I'm going to divide 37 by 2. 37 by 2, which is going to give me 18.5. With the 18.5, I'll add additional 2 inches to it. So it's going to be 20 and half or 20.5. So my 20.5 will be somewhere here. So I'm done with my knee line. The next line that we are going to draw is our crotch line. The next line that we are going to draw is our crotch line. And to determine the crotch line, maybe when you're taking the measurement, you are not able to measure the crotch of that person. But the simplest way to get your crotch measurement is to divide your waist measurement by 4. Any measurement that you get, add 1 to it. So I'm going to divide 30 by 4, which is going to give me 7.5. So with a 7.5, I'm going to add 1 inch to it. So it's going to be 8.5. I'm going to measure 8.5 from this place downwards. So 8.5 will be here. So that is going to be my crotch line. So now I have my crotch line, my knee line, and also the bars of the trousers. So after drawing all these lines, let us move on to the marking of our waist. So with the waist, we are going to mark the waist on this line. So we are going to divide the waist by 4. This is going to give us 7.5. After dividing it by 4, you add 1 inch to it. It's going to give us 8.5. So we're going to mark our 8.5 here. But when you come down to the crotch line, you add additional 1 inch to the 8.5. So it's going to be 9.5 on the crotch line. So we are going to join these 2 points. After joining these 2 points, we are going to mark 2.5 inch from here. The same thing at the top here, 2.5 inches. Then we join that line also. So now we are done with the marking of our. After joining these 2 lines, we are going to mark our pocket. That is the front pocket, which is 2 inches. So we are going to mark for 2 inches from here. So 2 inches is going to be here. That is for the front pocket. So we are going to mark from where the 2 inches ended. We are going to mark 7 inches downwards. In the diagonal line, not in a straight line. So from this point to this line where you get 7 inches, you mark it for the size or for the length of the packet. So now we have finished marking the pockets. So we're going to measure 2 inches starting from here to each place. Should we draw a curve just like this? The next thing that we are going to do is we are going to divide the front part of our trousers into two. That is from this point to this point. We are going to divide it into two and mark the middle. So it's 12 inches. So 12 divided by 2 is going to give us 6. So we take the same measurement down here, 6 inches. So we are going to draw a straight line. So after dividing it into two, we are now moving on to the measurement of our knee circumference. The measurement for our knee circumference is 15. So it's going to be 15 divided by 4, which is going to give us 3.75 inches. So we are going to mark 3.75 inches from. So we are going to measure 3.75 starting from this point forward and the same thing back here. So 3.75 and 3.75 here. So that is for the knee circumference. And for the bars, it's 12.5. So I'm going to divide 12.5 by 4. 12.5 divided by 4 is going to give us 3.125. So 3.125 is going to be somewhere here. So you measure your 3.125 here. Measure 3.125 here. So now we are going to join these points. After joining these points, now I take my curve. So starting from here, I'm going to join it here. So after this, I'm going to turn it and come to the side too. And also to this place. So the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to measure quarter inch from this point upwards. Quarter inch. Then we measure the same thing here, downwards. So we're going to use our curve to join these two lines. Good. So now we are done with the markings of our measurement on our fabric. So what we are going to do next is we are going to cut it out. Please watch how the cutting is being done. So this is what we are going to do next. We are going to cut where our pockets, the length of our pocket is. Quarter inch is okay. So we are going to fold to this end. So then we are also going to cut this part. When you get to where the 2 inches is, you stop. Then you go down 1/4 inch, just like this. It's okay. So you fold it. Some people prefer to cut off the flap. That is where the flap and your zip will be. Some people prefer to cut it, but with the method that I normally use, I don't cut them off. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this part off. So this is how it's going to be. I don't cut it off. As time goes on, I'm going to show you how to seal the zip and also the flap with this method. But if you choose to cut it off, it all goes down or more down to the same result that we want. So now we are done with the front part of our trousers. Now let us move on to the back. So as we did for the front, we are going to turn it upside down like this. And trace these lines out. So what we are going to do is we are going to measure 2.5 inch here. 2.5 inch downwards. But on our cross line, we are going to measure 3 inches. I'm going to measure 3 inches. So after marking these points, what we are going to do next is we are going to trim this part to be at the same as the front. So after that, we push these down back to touch the marking that you have already done, just like this. So let us take the measurement again and verify if it is 2.5 as we marked. 2.5 here, we have 2.5 here. Yes, we had 2.5 here. And we had our 3 inches here. So after that, we can go on to cut this part too. So now let's move on here to the top here. With this part, what you need to do is to just extend or draw this line. Yeah. So after this line, the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to extend the back. That is the middle of the back upwards. And to get our measurement, we are going to divide our waist measurement by 16. The measurement that you get, you add 1/4 inch to it. So we're going to get 2.15. 2.15. So any measurement that you are working with, what you need to do is to divide it by 16. What you get, you add 1/4 inch to it. What you get, you add 1/4 inch to it. So after marking it, we are going to measure 1/4 inch backwards here, just like this 1/4 inch. So I'm going to join this point. This side is going to be after that from this point, draw a line. Yeah. So this is how it's going. So we are going to mark our waist measurement on this line. That is 30 divided by 4, which is going to give us 7.5. So starting from here, we're going to mark 7.5 here. And for our dart measurement at the back of our trousers and also our seam allowance, we are going to add 3 inches to it. So 3 inches is going to be here. So we are going to draw a line from where the 3 inches ends to this point. So after drawing or joining or after drawing this line, we are going to curve it just like this. Just like this. So after that, we're going to cut it up. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. So this is so this is the front part of the trousers and also the back of the trousers. Now let us move on to the marking of the darts. What you have to do is you are going to measure 3 inches, just like this, 3 inches. What we are doing now is the measurement. What we are doing now is the measuring of the dart for the back. After marking it, you measure 5 inches from here. 5 inches from here. So you're going to join this line. So this is where your dart is going to be. So we're going to do quarter inch here, also quarter inch here. Good. What else you need to do is to just to fold it. To be able to get the same thing at the other side. So what we're going to do, quarter inch. So we are done with the markings of our trousers. We have the dart measurement here on the back, and also we have the front. Yeah. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also share the link to others. See you next time. Bye bye.